Sudbury's at 170,000 people. How far can we go? Are we poised for a huge population growth? Let me go through these 9 reasons that most cities grow. And guess what? Sudbury meets 8 of the 9. In that 9th one, we will probably elaborate. City will figure it out as the population grows. So if you're asking me, I think Sudbury is poised for a huge boom. So I'm Tristan Ritchie from Lake City Realty, and I'm a realtor here in Sudbury that helps buyers and sellers and people relocating to Sudbury find their dream home and live in an amazing place. Going from my favorite neighborhoods to parks, outdoors, things to do. There's so many things in Sudbury that I love, and I love helping people discover this stuff. So if you get any information from this video or any of my videos, can you please like, comment, subscribe? Even just a little comment really helps. Or maybe an opposing view, if you have that, drop it in the comments as well. So I do appreciate it. So let's get right into it. So here are the 9 reasons that a city or cities are known to grow. If they have all of these: job opportunities, educational institutions, better healthcare, transportation infrastructure, which is the one that's a little bit lower on the gold stars for Sudbury, economic growth, lifestyle and amenities, affordable housing, cultural diversity, very much growing in Sudbury, and urbanization trends. So Sudbury knocks all of these out of the park, except the transportation. Because we're such a big geographic region and we only really have the city buses, it's still a little bit slow in the outskirts and a few bus routes that go every 2 to 4 hours, right? So that is where we are lacking a little bit. But out of those 9, we have 8 of the other ones. Let me go through them very quickly. Number 1, job opportunities. There are a ton. I know you'll hear some people say that there aren't any opportunities. That's because they're not looking hard enough, or they're looking for this job up here where they need to work their way up to that job, right? Of course, you always need to work your way up. But I seen the Tim Hortons closed in the middle of the day because they didn't have staff to work the regular open, anything but the drive-thru. That's crazy. That means there are opportunities. I see signs everywhere. I have friends in trades, especially every single trade that needs employees. So there are opportunities out there. Educational institutions. We have Laurentian University. We have Collège Boréal for the French-speaking population. And we have Cambrian College, which is a lot of trades. They also have other things, of course. But these are 3 secondary institutions in Sudbury that have, 1, great paying jobs for the profs, everyone that works there, but also great programs. So not only 1, we have 3 here at Sudbury. Better healthcare facilities. We're the hub of the north for our hospital. So Timmins, North Bay, all these other smaller cities around come to Sudbury if they can get a certain, let's say, surgery done in their respective cities. They'll come to Sudbury. So we have a great healthcare system here in Sudbury, a few long-term cares as well. Again, great paying job for the staff and very good for the population. Next is the economic growth, which we've seen a lot lately. And have you heard of electric batteries? Yeah. We make nickel here, which is essential to the electric battery facilities. So the nickel being a huge component of these batteries, Tesla signed a contract. They haven't said exactly, but they're looking to produce the EV percentage up to like 30-40% of their production. Again, I've seen this in 30% of the production, which is huge, which means we're poised to have even more jobs in the mining sector, which we already have a ton of. Lifestyle and amenities. So that's the one thing that you might hear people that have lived in Sudbury forever say, there's nothing to do in Sudbury. And that is bullshit. There is a ton to do in Sudbury. I have tons of friends in Toronto that say the same thing about Toronto. Once you've exhausted most of the things to do, then of course you're going to say that. But let me tell you, if you're an outdoors person in any way, I live right in town and I could drive 5 minutes and have 10 kilometers of trails in the bush, right by Laurentian, right? We have so many outdoors. We have 330 lakes right in the middle of the city where you can do water activities. There's a water park. We have Science North, Dynamic Earth, which are awesome science centers for kids, even adults. They're fun. We have restaurants of all types now. That's another cultural diversity. That's the next one. So that's, of course, we're really growing. There's so many different types of restaurants. There's Indian cuisine, there's Thai cuisine, there's Asian cuisine, there's everything. And then there's also the grocery stores that go along with those now, which me and my fiance love going to get different stuff, right? Different foods than you get at a regular grocery store. And then we have the downtown core. We have our professional sports teams. We have the Sudbury 5, which is our new basketball team. We're getting a soccer team, which is amazing. Then we have the Sudbury Wolves, which is an OHL team. There is so much to do in Sudbury. You just need to open your eyes to it and enjoy it. I was mentioning it a little bit earlier, cultural diversity. It is growing tremendously in Sudbury. It is awesome. I love it. It is our restaurants. Like I said, there's a few grocery stores that you can go to that we love, like the Asian market. I go there all the time. A lot of great foods that you wouldn't find in a regular grocery store. And you just see it walking around downtown, in your stores, in your restaurants. You just feel it in Sudbury. It's a lot more vibrant, more selection of, like I said, stores and restaurants and everything. So it's great for a city to see, because it used to be people would come to school here in Toronto or come to school here in Sudbury, go to Laurentian, international students, and then they would say, okay, I'm just going to go get a job in Toronto as soon as I'm done. Now we're seeing more of these international students stay in Sudbury, find jobs, and want to grow here because they like it here. Next is affordable housing. You can still buy a house here with a big yard, fenced in, and a garage for under $500,000. That is crazy. That's not even a one-bedroom condo in Toronto. We're way below the provincial average. Provincial. And we're the 23rd biggest city in Canada. So our housing is super affordable. Our rent is starting to creep up, but still, you can work from home, right? You can still have a good job in Toronto, live in Sudbury, a good lifestyle, have a nice house if that's what you want. $1 million house in Sudbury is not just your small brick bungalow. You're getting a house on the lake, right? It is very affordable. It is awesome. The only thing that's more expensive is maybe your heating bill, because the snow is a little bit, gets it cold, right? You need to heat your house. And last but not least is the urbanization trends, which we were lacking until this year. There's been a few big projects that have been uncovered. We have this hospital that was painted all these funky colors, and now we finally found out they're going to build 3 huge condos, retirement home, and apartment buildings. They're going to renovate our arena for where these sports teams play. There's a lot happening in Sudbury, growing. I know a few urban planners, and there are big projects, big buildings, things on the way for Sudbury that project the fact that the big players think there's growth coming. So that's why I believe Sudbury is poised to grow. I'm super excited because I love this city. I've been living here for 20 years now. And like I said, if there's so many things to do. If you are ever thinking of moving to Sudbury, just have some questions about Sudbury or buying and selling, please feel free to reach out to me. I would love to help. So that's it for today. I'll see you guys in the next video.